Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Ratzcast. So today, my partners and I, Nikayla and David, are going to be talking to you about the Holocaust and Pearl Harbor, both of which occurred around the same period of time. And the similarities between both of these horrible and tragic events are having a leading force. Well, depending upon how you determine it, but the Holocaust, where the leading forces was Hitler and his prejudice, and then in Pearl Harbor, the leading force was basically Japan. And during these events, people lost their lives to this tragedy. So without further ado, please welcome my co-partners, Nikayla and David. To you guys.
Hello, how are you doing today? I'm David with the report about the Holocaust in Pearl Harbor. I was just begin off by telling you the Holocaust in 1941 was that Hitler's forces invaded the Soviet Union. He called it the final solution, okay? And Nazi troops began to find the Jews and execute them and bury them in mass graves. The Soviets lost 2.5 million soldiers while trying to fight the opposing forces. Isn't that interesting?
I guess.
Okay. When Hitler's forces captured the Jews, they would be in concentration camps or death and labor camps throughout Europe. Between these years of 1933 and 1950, the Jewish population decreased drastically. Isn't that cool? In the camps, many died due to gruesome living conditions with barracks. Hitler's basic aspirations were to kill all who were inferior. I mean, like, is that ever interesting to you, the whole World War II thing? Really starting to get on my nerves. The Holocaust was the systematic genocide of about 6 million European Jews and the Nazis during World War II. Lend-Lease Act passed by the Congress in 1941 that allowed the president to sell of land war supplies to any country whose defense was considered vital to the United States.
Sorry for our little altercation yesterday, but today we're going to talk about Pearl Harbor. So, in 1939, war broke out within Europe, and Japan obviously saw an opportunity to steal the rich resources.
Dang!
Are you listening to me?
No, I'm on Twitter. It was popping.
Anyway, so yeah, Japan saw an opportunity to steal the rich resources of the region, including oil, rubber, and tin. When Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, which hosts U.S. battleships and such, on December 7, 1941, war was declared.
World Star. Oh.
Are you serious right now?
He got knocked out.
Okay. Japan captured many of the islands held by the U.S. They overran the British colonies of Hong Kong, Burma, and Malaya, then moved into the Dutch Indies and French Indochina. The Japan Empire eventually expanded from Southeast Asia to the Western Pacific. Are you serious right now? Okay, the Japan Empire eventually expanded from Southeast Asia to the Western Pacific Ocean by 1942. Did you get any of this? Excuse me. Did you get any of this?
Oh yeah. Alright. From everybody here at our team, we'd like to thank you for tuning in today. Be sure to stay tuned for more with Deon coming up next. Ratzcast out.
Thank you, David and Nikayla. And sorry about their little altercation. That wasn't supposed to happen. So to reiterate what both of them said, the Soviets lost 2.5 million soldiers trying to fight the opposing force, which was Hitler. And Hitler basically was having a prejudiced mindset against all others who were inferior, and basically him and his kind were superior to all of those. And also during the years of 1933 through 1950, the Jewish population drastically decreased. And so most of them died in death camps and labor camps. Remember the Land-Lease Act, which is probably going to be one of your questions. The definition for that is an act passed by the U.S. Congress in 1941 that allowed the president to sell land war supplies to any country whose defense was considered vital to the United States. And now on to Pearl Harbor. And Pearl Harbor was on an island near the Hawaiian Islands and started by the Japanese. And also, when Japan pulled up and did their little dirty trick, USA banned all war materials to Japan. And then in 1941, on December 7th, war was declared. So that is it for this special edition of Ratzcast. And on behalf of me and my co-partners David and Nikayla, I would like to wish you a happy day and thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Oh, and one more thing. You cannot end a special edition of Ratzcast without some bloopers. And on both of these... So, without further ado, please
Basically, the Pearl Harbor started in 1939 when war broke out within Europe. And Japan, obviously... Are you listening to me?
Sorry, okay.
You guys, come on, cameraman. It's part of it.
See, okay, I'm good now. You see, I'm into it. You gotta come
You
on,
laughed.
man.
And that made me laugh because you said you're something.
Then overran the British colonies of Hong Kong, Burma, and Milan.
Restart that one.
Hey, from David, you guys start that. I was about to say the name. From David and Nikayla here. And Nikayla, what is her name? Okay, I'm not gonna say her name.
Those are so many good bloopers.
Nikayla. Yeah, we should do the bloopers at the
Yeah.
end. Okay, Nikayla. From Davana and Nikayla, we got. That's like saying. Hey.
And most died in death camps and laser.
Con los terroristas.
And do the Harlem Shake.